Hello everybody and welcome back to the Adventures in Collecting YouTube channel, where we take a closer look at the toys we talk about on the show. And today we have a very special look at some new figures from our friends over at Spin Master. So we are taking a look at their new DC Retro Collection Batman Forever figures. So we have two examples here from the new line. So we've got the single-carded Batman rocking the super 90s Kenner-inspired proportions there of Batman. And then we also have the Batmobile, which features an exclusive Batman figure. Again, this is Val Kilmer's Batman from Batman Forever, the Batman Forever style Batmobile there. That's a little pic on the back, and you can see this version of Batman's got the silver suit kind of from the end of the film. But yeah, quick look at the packaging. So we got our nice standard blister card here. Some really cool art. Got to figure out who the artist is on that. Looks really cool. And then, like I said, you have the proportions of the 90s Kenner action figure style. This looks like it is going to be a 5 POA figure. 5 POA being 5 points of articulation. So we've got arms, legs, and a swivel head, which is standard fare for your retro-inspired figures. On the back, on the cross-cell, we see Batman there, along with Robin, Two-Face, the Riddler, and coming soon, we got a little Superman tease there. So it is the classic Superman logo, so not the James Gunn Superman logo that we've been seeing as of late, but definitely cool to have some love here to one of my favorite movies, Batman Forever. And I happen to have some of my old Batman Forever Kenner figures, so you can see the comparison there. I mean, this one came with kind of a unique pose, soft rubber cape. It looks like this one has a soft goods fabric cape, but you can see the proportions, the head, the face, it's all kind of there, looking very on par. Also have a Riddler to look at, or I'm sorry, a Two-Face and a Riddler to look at as well with it. Again, these are my classic Kenner ones. What's the date stamp on this? 1995 on this Two-Face here. So quite some time. But let's get these two into the light box and let's get them out of the package and take a closer look at Spin Master's new DC Retro Collection Batman Forever figures. Let's go. Alright folks, and there you have it. There are your first two Batman and Batmobile from this Batman Forever line of retro figures from Spin Master, and these are neat. Some changes, obviously, from the original, so they're out of package. I have them next to each other here. You can see, obviously the sculpt is inspired by, the Kenner version, the huge bulking chest there, all of kind of the proportions that scream the 1990s. But what's also new is we have some ball joints at the arms, so Batman can actually spread his arms out, which is fun. These figures were not able to do that back in the day. Also, like I mentioned before we opened it, we do have a cloth goods cape there as opposed to a soft rubber cape. So some differences in that department. The legs are the same otherwise. How these figures look with their counterparts from back in the day. Now there is a Two-Face figure in this wave, but not this one. This is the original Kenner one. They look great next to each other. So if you are going back into your collection and putting these in, they absolutely work. So you can see there he is with the original Kenner Riddler. And then, last but not least, the Bruce Wayne. So the Kenner, Val Kilmer, Bruce Wayne. So they look great. Moving on from the single card to the special Batman that comes with the Batmobile, and again, this one is modeled after the Batman from the end of the film, same as this one. Instead of the Bat logo being sculpted in, it's painted on. Looks like it's the same exact body from the other Batman, just painted a little bit different, but it's got that kind of silver hue to it. What was really neat was, we've all gotten vehicles before, right? Where the character is usually baggied or sometimes on a card inside the box. What I thought was actually really fun was that the Batman actually shipped in the Batmobile, which I think is a first in all these years. I don't think there's ever been a vehicle that has just had Batman shipped in it. So it came like this. It came in 3 parts. The fins come on. There's instructions for how to put those on right in the box, but it's easy. They just kind of pop in. And then Batman was seated right in there. And as you can see, he fits in snugly. He's great. He's not going anywhere. The soft goods cape allows him to sit really nicely. I think that was the reason why back in the day these capes came with Batman, because you could easily pop them off. And this was an upgrade, right? Because the Batman figures before this, they had the little C-grip capes, and that little plastic piece inside the cape always used to break. But yeah, no light up features or any kind of action features here on the Batmobile, but the details are really nice. There's a lot of translucent blue plastic on the inside to kind of give that glow. I'm sure if it was lit properly, it would you know, kind of glow. Again, you know, the canopy just slides forward. There's some minor detail inside the Batmobile as well, but these figures are hitting Target now. So they're beginning to hit Target again in that first wave, along with the Batmobile with Batman. There's Batman, there's Robin, there's the Riddler, and there's Two-Face. So these are starting to hit now, and again, there's a tease for Superman figures coming. So really excited to see what Spin Master does with these. Of course, you know, the 4-inch Batman figures, these are 5-inch. The 4-inch Batman figures are some of my favorite Batman figures that have ever been made. So I'm going to be watching this closely, because this is my wheelhouse. I mean, these are my figures from when I was a kid. So these are from 1995. You know, when I was buying an N96 from when I was a kid, and I played with these, and I kept some of them. I had more. But I kept some of them in good enough. Some of them lasted in good enough shape. This Two-Face lasted remarkably well, because I think this was the 2-pack Two-Face. If you notice, he's got some gold and purple. It's not quite movie accurate, so I didn't play with this one very much. So that's why he looks so good. Riddler, remarkable how well cared for this was. You can only see a couple of the question marks are banged up. So hopefully they get to these looks, you know, again. But in the meantime, they look fantastic with these new Spin Master figures. So yeah, let us know in the comments below what characters do you want Spin Master to tackle next in this 5-inch retro wave, or in their classic 4-inch wave. We will be having Spin Master on the podcast. So Mark Morse is the VP of marketing, and he heads up the action figure and wheels part of Spin Master. He will be on the next episode of the podcast. So stay tuned for more information on this line and more there, and it'll be here on YouTube. So it's a perfect opportunity for you to hit that subscribe button down there, so that way you don't miss videos like this, our podcast, anything and everything that we think would help out the community. And then while we're talking about that, go ahead and follow us here at AIC_podcast. And like I said, the podcast right there. You can find it wherever you find podcasts, or hit the link in the description below, which will take you to our website. You can find links to all the things that I just mentioned there. And yeah, really excited for more Batman toys. And until next time.